Tonight, Frontrunners goes Hawaiian as we meet Hawaii's dream team of photography. This creative couple has found a lifestyle in paradise that's hard to beat. They mix their marriage with their professional lives while pursuing a dream that is nothing short of picture perfect. Then we'll explore the island of Oahu with a native guide whose energy knows no bounds. Probably the hardest working guy in Hawaii. Then, something you have to see to believe. The world's youngest professional Elvis impersonator. He's a 6-year-old who can shake, rattle, and roll with the best of them. Now, don't go away, because coming up next, we're going to show you the biggest little entertainer on Oahu. Stay right there. Welcome back to Frontrunners, everybody. Pool here at Poolside to introduce our next story. The late, great Elvis Presley was certainly no stranger here in paradise. He still has thousands of fans here in the land of the luau, and he made several movies here in the 60s, Blue Hawaii and Paradise Hawaiian Style. Well, as you know, the king is dead, but in many ways, he lives on. Right here on Waikiki, the spirit of Elvis is alive and well, with an interesting twist.
Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoe.
This rock and roll rhythm is filled with dynamite.
Well, you can do anything but take over my blue suede shoe. Well, you can knock me down, step in my face.
There's certainly nothing new about an impressionist who does a little Elvis. But this is the story of a guy who really does a little Elvis. Meet Bruno, the boy who would be king, or at least do a pretty good impersonation of him. At just 6, this pint-sized Presley holds the dubious distinction of being the youngest professional Elvis impersonator in the world.
When I was a baby, my dad wanted to call me Elvis. So when he called me that, and then now look what happened.
He shakes, rattles, and rolls his junior-sized jumpsuit into the spotlight at a nightclub on Hawaii's Waikiki Beach 6 nights a week. It's part of a family act called the High Notes. The band leader, Dr. Doo-Wop, is actually Bruno's dad, Peter. His mom, Bernie, also sings in this rock and roll revue. And making that backbeat is big brother Eric. But there's just no question that the star of this show is this charismatic first grader decked out in the king's image.
Well, the image is one thing, and a human being is another.
Right, Mr. Presley, whatever you say. But the point I'm trying to make is, this little guy really loves doing Elvis. As I found out personally, once I obtained a backstage pass to meet the miniature king himself.
I mean, what is it about Elvis that you like?
I like his singing, his dancing, and his lip.
His what?
His lip.
His lip?
Yeah.
What is it about his lip that you like? What is it?
This.
How do you do that?
Yes, from his lips to his hips, this kid is all Elvis.
You Say Shoes is my favorite song because it's like a lot of rock and roll in it.
Bruno's mom and dad confess to being Hawaii's biggest Elvis fans, a point that's proven by the fact that by day they run a shop in Waikiki's international marketplace called Elvis, 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 the all Elvis shop. Bruno was inspired by the store, but even more by his uncle, John Valentine, a full-sized Elvis impersonator. Bruno's mom explains.
My brother does the Elvis in our show, and Bruno would come to see the show, and he was just amazed, you know, and he asked me if he could go up there. So my brother pulled him up, and he did a little move, and everybody started screaming, and that was it. He wanted his own suit.
So you may be asking yourself, what's this precocious Presley clone like offstage? Well, this is Bruno's Graceland, and it's here at home that Mom and Dad work awfully hard to make sure things are as normal as they can be for all their kids.
I guess the most important thing in our lives, or things, is our spiritual faith, our family, and our music, in that order.
I know to follow so.
I guess a family that plays together stays together, as they say.
I like to play sports. Yeah. With my brother, football.
We're always together. And I think that's the key answer in today's crazy mixed up world to keeping your children on a straight path and giving them something to aspire for.
And Bruno, for one, has no small aspirations.
When I grow up, I want to be just like Elvis, like now.
Recently, a tabloid claimed Bruno is actually Elvis reborn. They even compare his picture as a 4-year-old to one of Elvis at the same age to make a case for reincarnation. Well, I don't know about that. But I do know that 6 nights a week, the spirit of Elvis is alive and well in Waikiki. Pretty impressive impression, don't you think? By the way, Bruno will be featured in an upcoming film starring James Caan. It's called Honeymoon in Vegas. Now, the premise of this scene is that there's a convention of Elvis impersonators, and of all the impersonators there, Bruno is the only one chosen for a speaking part. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? Speaking of fun, we have more fun in the sun for you on Front Runners in just a minute, so don't go away.